Why, hello there YouTube and welcome to a random review. I am Random Ross and today I review Civil War. Written and directed by Alex Garland, starring Kristen Dunst, Wagner Moura, Cailee Spaeny, McKinley Henderson, Sonoya Maizuno or something, and Nick Offerman. So this is an American action thriller that says also here it's dystopian, following a group of journalists in an alternate America where America is in another civil war, and they traipse through battlefields to get to Washington DC to get the latest story from the White House. Also is the pursuit of getting the president, because it's a civil war and it's like one half of America is obviously against the government, the other side is not, is the government and fighting. But anyway, yeah, we follow these press journalists throughout this ordeal, and along the way they come across peaceful towns, they come across war-driven towns. There's a lot of bloodshed, a lot of guns and stuff in this film. So that's pretty much the story there. So what did I like about this one? Well, I liked that it was a what if film. Like, what if America did have a second civil war in the 21st century? Because the last and up to now the only American civil war they've had in America is for slavery in the 1860s, and there's not been a civil war like that since, and America has been the United States since. But this shows us what would happen if this happened again. Would it be more dangerous? And well, obviously a war's going to be dangerous, but what would it be like? And in this film we get the answer to that, and I like the whole dystopian feel and the action and how they weren't afraid to do daring stuff with the plot. Also, I liked our characters, how it followed like the press in this and not some soldiers. We had soldiers in it and we saw them fighting and stuff, but our main characters that they focused on were the press, because being like a news correspondent in a war zone, as clearly is a dangerous job, and we get to see how dangerous that can be for any war photographer or war press. So we follow these four characters played by Kristen Dunst and that bloke from Tower Heist, a young woman and a Hispanic guy, I think, and we see them on their journey as they travel from New York to Washington to try and get an interview from the president, maybe before it's too late. And like I say, we get some brutal deaths in there, probably a lot of distressing scenes as well, especially if you've been in a war zone. I mean, I can't personally say, because I've never been in a war zone or in a war, so I can't comment on that, but surely it must have some triggering, upsetting scenes for people who have witnessed that and even been in it. But yeah, this film is about just under 2 hours, and they did a lot in that 109 minutes. I will say though that this is more of like a road film where they're on the road throughout most of it, because we don't get a lot. A lot of the action, a lot of the full-on action takes place in the finale, which is in like the final act of this film. And we see the press as they follow these soldiers into the White House to find the president, and yeah, it's a very dark what if scenario, and it was interesting to see what would happen if America, or basically if any country had gone down that route. I believe countries still do go down this route, that we have civil wars today, but You know, this one, it's interesting to see what would happen if if another war, like a civil one, happened in America again. I thought Kirsten Dunst's character was, a good lead with her supports in this. We had a few familiar faces along the way in this film, appearing as like soldiers or maybe civilians, and we saw how war can also affect everyday life, because war is never a good thing, and it's a mistake that we are probably never learning from. But yeah, Civil War, it was an interesting film. So, I mean, it is a bit of a slow burn as well, because we get a lot of road drama and some action sequences in here and there, and like small brief action sequences to, like I said, the final act. But yeah, so what am I going to rate this one? I will give Civil War, I think, my personal opinion, I will give this a 4 out of 5, because there were moments in there that were like calming and soothing, especially when they're driving through that forest fire, and had a good soundtrack too. So yeah, that's it for my review on Civil War. Have you seen it? Let me know what you think down below in the comments. If you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up, share with your friends, and feel free to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and to hit that notification bell. I have been Random Ross, and this has been a random review. So until next time, I bid you all a goodbye from his goodbye.